Whoa, 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 whoa. Good morning and welcome. Morning. It's Friday, and you know how it is. It's TGIF. It's our FFF edition of fabulous, fantastic Friday edition of Wake Up Nigeria. Good morning and welcome. My name is Mike Mesikeno, and I'm here to ensure that you have a wonderful, wonderful way to start your weekend. Now, your favorite breakfast show is here to kickstart that weekend in style. You've made it so far. The weekend is basically knocking, about to get in, and we're here to help you get into it, slide into it with good vibes, great energy, and plenty of fun. It's your Friday feel-good zone right here. Now, whatever you're doing, wrapping up the week from work or planning something special for the weekend, we've got a lineup that will keep you smiling all morning long. Now, from delicious weekend ready recipes, you know how we do it. There's no wake up without the kitchen. Of course, the fashion tips that'll have you stepping out in style, plus your favorite guest interviews, and of course, great music to get you grooving. So join us as we serve up the perfect Friday blend of edutainment. My name is Mike Mesikeno. Once again, let's make this Friday a special one. All right, let's take a look at what we have on the show. But just before that, you can catch us options. GOTV channel 16, StarTimes 121. The terrestrial band will be the ultra high frequency 49. You can also do that on our website, www.tvcentertainment.tv/live stream. You can catch us on our app available on the Google Play Store and the Apple iOS Store. Download the app and you can watch us anywhere across the world. We're also streaming on YouTube at TVC Entertainment. Just go there and, of course, stream with us. Now, on social media, you can use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC across Facebook, X, TikTok, LinkedIn, all of them, to engage and interact with us. Use that hashtag. I will definitely respond and get back to you. All right. Okay. So this morning, now I have a lot of favorite chefs. You know that I don't tend to discriminate among chefs, but this chef this morning is our in-house chef. He's the one in the building. Now, yeah. Okay, that was because of my director or producer. Producer. Where's Biodun? You're supposed to be producing, not directing. But hey, come on, it's all vibes and fun. Remember to catch up Olamide and the guys Black Table a little bit later on. That's the Olamide I talk about whenever I say anything here on the show. But we've got Chef YSK now. Chef YSK, the reason he's special is that he's our in-house chef. Now, the one we deal with us inside here. He's going to be sharing a super delish breakfast recipe to kickstart your day. Okay, now to sprinkle some fancy vibes into your Friday with her thrilling Afro dance hall sounds is Rona B. Her debut single is Bad. She titled single Bobrisky. Rona B, you are in for it today. Of all the names to title your song, Bobrisky. Okay, and then the most recent one is Softly. Bad to Bobrisky to Softly. What next? Very dark man? Okay, let's see how it goes. Rona B in the house. And then we're taking a look at some trailers this morning. Exciting moments of action, mystery, drama, and of course, some series here. We've got some nice trailers that you can check out for this weekend. Stuff you can watch now and then, of course, stuff that is upcoming. And we've got some fashion for you in the house. Looking at these beautiful pieces. Well, we have Ogbonnaya Grace, the creative director at Made to Fit Fashion. We've been having our showcase this morning. And then we've got Ademola Adedoyin, actor, filmmaker, known for his creative range and passionate delivery. He'll be here. He was part of that project, Miss Coin. That's quite interesting. I'm looking forward to that one. We've also got Nollywood bad boy. He's been off the scene for a while, or maybe on the scene, not as much as you used to see him. Jim Ike is in the house, so he'll be here. We'll be chatting to him a little bit later on, get to find out what he has been doing, his latest projects, and all that he has in store for fans of his. All right, it's the news coming right up after this timeout. Don't go anywhere. We're just getting the show on the road. Good morning and welcome. It's the 18th, Friday, of course, July 2025. This is Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Mike Mesikeno. President Bola Tinubu has renamed the University of Maiduguri as Muhammadu Buhari University. This was disclosed at an expanded Federal Executive Council meeting held in honor of the former president who died last Sunday. TVC News State House correspondent Femi Akonde reports.
An unusual Federal Executive Council meeting held in the presidential villa. This one was solemn, with an outpouring of tributes for a man who once sat in council as President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. President Bola Tinubu used the paraphernalia of state to give his predecessor, friend and compatriot a national burial. Here in the council chamber, representatives from the family of former President Muhammadu Buhari listened to the odes and eulogies used to describe a man that dedicated more than half of his entire life to the service of the country.
His life was a rebuke to vice and a refuge of virtue. The purity of his private character gave radiance to the discipline and integrity of his public service.
Everyone agrees with President Bola Tinubu when he said the former president was not perfect, but honorable. President Buhari was described as a principled man whose loyalty to the country is not in doubt.
He was not flamboyant, far from it. His voice was measured, his steps deliberate, his public demeanor austere.
He was devoted to family and steadfast in his Islamic faith. His humor and humility softened his disciplined exterior. Buhari's belief in the brevity of life.
Now, former Liberian President George Weah paid his respect to the former President Muhammadu Buhari. He arrived at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Abuja to sign the condolence register. He was received by the ministry's Chief of Protocol, Mr. Wahab Akande. In a press statement, Mr. Weah acknowledged the late president's contributions to his leadership and governance in Liberia. He extended his sympathy to the Nigerian government and people on the loss of a strong and visionary leader.
He was a very good person to me, and he was a kind man, one that helped my leadership to be successful, and I respect him a whole lot. So I thought I should come and sympathize. I think he was a great leader, a strong leader, one that believed in Africa, and I wanted to see Africa and African are great, and we follow him.
The White House yesterday announced that President Donald Trump is suffering from a chronic vein condition after days of speculation regarding photographs showing bruising on the president's hand. After recently experiencing swelling in his legs, Trump underwent a comprehensive exam, including a diagnostic vascular study, according to White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt. Ms. Leavitt said Trump's bruised hand was consistent with tissue damage from frequent handshaking while taking aspirin, which she said is part of a standard cardiovascular prevention regimen. Mr. Trump has regularly touted his good health and once described himself as the healthiest president that's ever lived. The vein condition discovered in the recent exam is called chronic venous insufficiency, which occurs when leg veins fail to pump blood to the heart, causing it to pull in the lower limbs, which can then become swollen. Now, some sporting updates. The Confederation of African Football has nominated 75 officials for the African Nations Championship, but excluded Nigerian referees, despite the country's recent improvements in officiating at national and international levels. The CHAN tournament, reserved for players active in domestic leagues, is scheduled to be co-hosted by Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda. The shortlist comprises 26 referees, 26 assistant referees, 18 video match officials, and 5 instructors selected from across the continent. Morocco leads with the highest number of representatives, 7 officials covering all officiating categories. Of course, that is very shameful, and on the part of the Nigerian Football Federation, a big shame that at this point, even CHAN is a championship for local-based players. We don't have a single Nigerian referee. And then we talk about sporting efficiency and integrity in the game and all of that. With the widespread corruption that is going around the Nigerian leagues, a big shame on NFF, and there's a lot that needs to be done in that regard. And then moving on from that, Super Falcons head coach Justin Madugu says his team is mentally, psychologically, and tactically ready for the clash with the Copper Queens of Zambia. The 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations quarterfinal fixture will hold at the Labi Zauli Stadium, Casablanca, on Friday. The Copper Queens are expected to give the Super Falcons a run for their money, having impressed at the group stage. Captain Barbara Banda and Rachel Kudananji have scored 3 goals apiece in the competition. Coach Madugu understands the enormous task ahead for his side, but says they're fully ready for the game. Well, later on today, let's see how it goes. On paper, it looks like the Zambians are much better than the Super Falcons. But let's see how the game plays out. Of course, we'll be supporting our Super Falcons and expecting them to make the best out of it. That's it on sports and the news for the hour. We'll take a time out now. Stay with us. Be back in a bit.
I left my daughter in the care.
In a country with over 300 plenty languages. Why you go the only focus on Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo? Where we get a common language where they unite everybody from Oga to even Madam self and every person where they for street. That's why we introduce you 89.9 Yanga FM, the #1 urban pidgin radio station where they unite us all. From the award-winning breakfast show Waiting Day with your brother, your friend Wale Po.
Everywhere.
So Bobo. For this
This na Cruise Express.
And this go be the best 4 hours of our life. Country people, make una join us.
Now we be What's Up Naija crew. Now we they give you what they sup for inside we country.
Yes, so
keep it loud.
If God be your papa, why you not gonna make Yanga?
Compound to a holla.
Now here we they settle all the matter.
Bro, we right here. Nobody better than we, right?
Okay, now whispers be that. Make I just be the last sensible voice where you go hear.
Now we be 89.9 Yanga FM.
Breaking news isn't just about speed, but more importantly, about fact and accuracy. It is responsible journalism. being ahead, unbiased, sensitive, in telling the stories that people would want to hear in a way that protects their sanity and for the public good. And it goes beyond breaking the news to actually following up, exploring all the angles, engaging newsmakers, tracking impact, all geared towards informing, educating, and setting agenda for the people. Breaking news is holistic, entire, complete. It's about you, me, and the world we live in. Breaking news is at the core of what we do at TVC News, and it's the honor of my life to serve you this news, fresh off the press.
TVC News, first with breaking news.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government that will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
Wow. Freedom is coming tomorrow. Good morning, Edgar. How you doing, man?
Brilliant, man.
Great to have you. So, this is giving me Amapiano, South African vibes, and it's, I love sing-alongs. I do love musicals. I love sing-alongs, and this premiered just yesterday. So I think from next week or this week it should be available in cinemas to watch.
Oh wow!
And there's Precious there. I think I saw him, and some good music. I love musicals, and I don't know. Do you remember? Is there any Nigerian musical that comes to mind?
I don't know. Most of the musicals I have in mind right now are theaters.
Okay, theaters. Yes.
Yeah, Saro the musical, Fela the musical.
Okay.
As well.
But not on the silver screen. There's no one that comes to mind right now at the moment.
Yeah.
Right. But then, hey, this one, Freedom Way. I'm looking forward to it. Please God, they support this one. I love the music, and that's because of me. I just love music and all of that. So even if you don't love it, you can check this one out.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, all right, okay, yeah. Let's take a look at our next thriller, Stranger Things. Yeah,
Stranger Things.
All right, let's
finally,
the final season. Yeah,
final season.
Okay.
Commencing in 5, 4, 3. Come on. 2. And after what we've been through, this thing it ties us together forever.
Wherever this blood leads. I need you to fight one last time. Let's end this, kid.
Stranger Things.
That guy's excited. At least I know that's Vecna.
Yes, I'm super excited because that he is number one.
Okay.
All right, so the major character is called 11.
Okay.
It's a serial number of different, children that they train to be superheroes, some sort of. So
that's Umbrella Academy.
No, this is Stranger Things, please.
Okay, sorry, don't mind me. I'm late to the party, but I'll join.
At the end of the previous season,
yeah.
They made it one way where, of course, 11 had to fight Vecna, the number one, and for some reason, it looked like she had killed him.
You don't disappoint the team.
No, wait, now it's not spoiling. I'm not spoiling. Wait, it looks like, of course, good guy and bad guy will fight now.
No, don't tell me.
But the interesting part is, the interesting part about this series is, at the end of the last season, we see where, number one has finally taken full force, full form, and he's going to fight in 11. Now, when 11 started, she wasn't so loving, she wasn't so caring, but now there's now romance in it. She now likes, what's his name, Mike Whaley and all the rest. So it's going to be very interesting. I can tell you that for sure. If you're not watching Stranger Things.
Is this something, with the name and all of that, and with the images we see, is this something that younger people can watch? Is it very scary? Is it something? They started
off as kids.
Okay, they started off as kids. Yes,
the first season was for kids. When they were kids, say 6, 7. So children always follow that. You get. I always believe that it's something children can watch with their parents beside them. All right, so it's more PG. It's PG than just general audience. But yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
All right. Up next year, a lot more people, he's the GOAT rapper. In fact, when he got to
it's about me.
Agu.
When you say GOAT rapper,
I mean, give me story. Is
this my movie? I got to put it on my movie. When you say the GOAT rapper, come on.
But it's interesting that hip hop, as it were, is a form of is a form of art that, of course, the black community has embraced, or is ours, as it were. But a number of people will tell that the white rapper is the GOAT. A number of people would agree. And I really do love listening to Eminem because when I listen to him, man, there's just something about that guy.
The only reason why Eminem is the greatest is because he has sold more records.
You think he's
not
you
because
think he's the greatest?
No, because he has sold more records.
But
not
you
because
said
he has
the reason
dropped the greatest bars or greatest stories.
Okay.
It's just he has sold more records, and why has he sold more records? He's white. Simple.
Okay. Now this is a documentary. Something he has upcoming is Stan. That's it. Stan Eminem. Let's take a look at what it's like.
Why did you write the song Stan?
Is Stan based on a real fan?
Why do you share so much about yourself in your music?
What the hell goes on in your brain?
How does it feel to be followed by so many people?
How much fan mail do you get?
How's your daughter?
Have you read my letter?
What's it like being famous?
Okay, so this is like a teaser, yeah. But I really want rap heads to come on this one now, yeah. Is Eminem the greatest?
To be honest, I would rather watch Slim Shady than watch Eminem or Stan. Yes, they are the same, but I'd rather watch a story about when Eminem was, in his crazy form. Eminem is so quiet these days. I don't know what's wrong with him.
You don't old now.
It's not about being old. There are crazy people that are still doing crazy things at a very old age.
Like, of course, I remember watching 8 Mile, and that's why I had this feel like this guy, when it comes to a rap battle, man, Eminem will smoke you, and then if you had a beef with him, it's the way he drops his bars, the way he sounds and everything. Of course, there's that talk about Dr. Dre, there's that talk about Drake, there's that talk about Kendrick Lamar coming up now.
They're interesting, they're not deep. If you really take your time to listen to Eminem.
Okay, I think one of my best for Eminem is Walk on Water with Beyonce. That song, the guy dropped some.
Tell me one person Eminem really dissed that you just feel like he murdered that person.
I don't know, everybody.
Eminem.
Everybody.
Eminem had a diss track against MGK. You know MGK, Kelly. He didn't even kill MGK. Let's be honest. Like if you say Kendrick killed Drake, you know what?
Kendrick and Drake. You see, Kendrick and Drake. Look, that was fueled by a number of other things. I just feel like that battle. There's a lot about it.
Eminem dissed his mother.
Kendrick
dissed his own child. Eminem will be dissing people that he's not meant to diss.
50 Cent can shoot his son if he has a chance.
That's 15 cents. 50 cents shoots his son, that's 15 cents. Please.
You can shoot 25 cents
out of the son. Oh my God.
Okay, let's check out our next trailer, yeah? All right.
All your generation, you're scared of saying the wrong things. When did offending someone become the preeminent cardinal sin?
Maybe it's around the same time your generation started making sweeping generalizations about ours.
Whatever shame you have around self-expression, it is bullshit.
Bullshit.
You
tend to choose people because they worship you, not because of any actual merit on their part.
Maggie is brilliant.
Is she? Does she just think you're brilliant? Hank's continued obsession.
We're friends. Always will be.
Here we go. Talk to Maggie today.
No, she wasn't in class. No call, no show.
I need to speak with you, okay? Hank walked me home. He asked for a nightcap, which, you know, it's fine. He's Hank. Everybody loves Hank.
What are you saying happened?
He crossed the line.
But what actually happened?
It's the right thing to do, isn't it? To tell someone and, you know, give in your history.
What does that mean, my history?
Yeah, this one is for those of you who love thrillers after the hunt. You'd want to check it out. You know, this kind of slow burns. That's exactly what you get. But a number of people, people are fans of this genre.
Yeah.
So yeah, you check it out.
And Andre Garfield is in this one as well. So if you love Spider-Man and you love him from the
definitely,
yeah, you would love.
You get
this
to check
too.
this one. All right.
Yeah.
This one up next is quite a very big one. The number of things after I saw the trailer that I didn't feel. This Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat 2. Now, of course, this is the reboot of the franchise. This is the second part of the reboot, and of course, it stars what's his name now? The name will come. But he plays Johnny Cage, and I think, look, I love him as an actor, great guy, but I think he's a little bit too old for Johnny Cage. You know, at this particular moment. They did quite well with MK1, with the reboots that came in, MK1 and all of that, quite well. But, you know, having him as Johnny Cage, fantastic actor. He's done quite a number of stuff and all of that. But seeing him as Johnny Cage now, I feel somehow...
I've always known Johnny Cage as the...
Yeah. All right. Well, let's take a listen to a little bit of a trailer for Mortal Kombat 2. It's out in October, and then we'll talk more about it. Shao Kahn. That's quite interesting. Sonya Blade, right?
For a reason.
This is a war for the fate of your world.
You guys in or what? I'm not some champion. I don't have transformer arms or shoot lightning bolts. This has got nothing to do with me. I'm an actor.
I find you annoying.
Not the face.
It's time to become the hero you were meant to be. All right, you big ugly freak. It's showtime.
Get over here!
You see, yeah, the whole story, the Scorpion and Sub-Zero, of course, storyline is very central to the MK. And now this is Bihan, right? Bihan, who plays Sub-Zero, but then he has died and come back now. He's Noob Saibot. That's his shadow. Wow. That's him against Scorpion. So I of course, Get Over Here, but this was so cool. This was something I've never seen before. You use Get Over Here to pull off the shadow from Noob Saibot.
I mean,
that end I just made the trailer for me. The other part I was not so convinced though, but this end.
One favorite line from Mortal Kombat is always going to be Get Over Here.
Yeah.
But the one I enjoy hearing the most is Your soul is mine.
That
was iconic.
And then it was quite cool. This is a Get Over Here with 2 hands. So
wow,
that's quite
yeah, 2 hands.
Just one.
Yeah.
So I really do. I'm looking forward. This is out in October in cinemas, Mortal Kombat 2. Okay? Yeah, that's it,
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Can't wait to see that one.
All right, we'll take a time out now. Stay with us. There's more to come.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers.
Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyinbo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crumbs of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyinbo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crumbs of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
I'm Nifemi Oguntoye, news anchor with TVC News. My day is usually busy and it's difficult keeping up with breaking news stories, trending stories, business news, stock exchange and what have you. But with TVC News on WhatsApp, I'm able to catch up with all the breaking news, real-time updates and trending stories on the go, right on my phone, no matter where I am. It's quick, easy and always on. And hey, you can join us by scanning the QR code or using the link on our X and Instagram. Why wait? Come to the side of news that keeps...
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of your view are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
All right, good morning, beautiful people. Yes, we are in the kitchen. You guys know how much I love to be in the kitchen. And I'm not alone, as you can see. I am with the amazing, the number one when it comes to cooking African delicacies.
That is it.
Yeah. See, that is it. We have Chef Wednesday.
Yeah, good morning, everybody.
How you doing now?
I'm good, I'm good.
I can tell that you're good. You look good.
Thank you.
Yes. So what are we making this morning for breakfast?
This
I have
morning,
an idea, by the way.
Wow.
I have an idea, because I can see this.
Yes,
I can see this.
Poundo flour.
Poundo?
Yes.
So we're making poundo?
Yes, I'm actually making poundo.
Okay, so that's poundo yam, yes?
Yes, poundo yam, yes. Then the soup will be egusi with vegetable.
Oh, lovely.
Yes, I have my palm oil right here, seasoning to taste, salt, my spinach, that is ugu. I have my smoked fish, my fried fish, I cannot forget my pomo. So I have my crayfish, so my locust beans is here. Then my pepper mix is already here.
Oh, that's lovely. That's really interesting. I mean, this is poundo yam and egusi. You know, I used to tell the producer and the directors most of the time, whenever they put me in the kitchen, it's always maybe bread, something with bread. But this time around,
coming home.
Yeah, coming home. Yeah. Something strong, something thick.
Yes.
But again, let's talk about poundo yam.
All right.
You know, growing up, what I was used to was pounded yam.
Yes.
But now poundo yam.
Yes.
Do you know when they actually discovered poundo? Do you know?
Yeah. Just of recent.
It was
recently. It actually reduces the stress you're going through.
But some people say that stress adds to the sweetness.
Yes, actually add to it, yes.
I can remember that time when you were growing, like when your parents are in the kitchen and about to pound that yam, the more they pound, the more strength and energy they put into that pounded, the sweeter the yam. That's what some people will tell you when you go to the restaurant. They rather take pounded yam than poundo yam. But which one would you prefer?
Actually, I prefer pounded yam, but when it comes, there is this problem I have with it is that if I happens to be the one that prepare it, I won't be able to eat it the way it is.
Because you're already tired.
Yes. So that's why I prefer poundo when I'm at home. So I prefer poundo rather than pounding, because after pounding,
what's the process like? Turning yam to poundo yam. What's the process? Is it just grinding and then?
Yeah, drying, grinding, and that is all.
Well, that is brilliant. I mean, one thing you can actually say about poundo yam is poundo yam makes it very easy.
Very easy.
You don't have to,
easy.
stress yourself and all that stuff. All right, what have you done to the fish? I can see what's the difference. What's happening here?
This is they're all called panda, but they have different names for it.
Okay.
This is what's it called?
But what have you done? What have you done to the fish?
I fried it.
It's
fried. Fresh, yes, it's fresh. So
did you add like spices when you're frying, or you just fried it?
Yes, I do.
What did you add?
I add my seasoning and salt to taste.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Then, and this one is being fried as well. It's a smoked one.
Oh, smoked fish.
Yes,
smoked manla fish.
Yes,
all right.
Yes.
Now this seasoning here is looking like custard.
No, it's actually the kind of seasoning I use. Is a powdered one.
Yeah.
It's powdered one.
Talk to me about this seasoning. How did you make this?
This is.
You just bought it?
Yeah, I bought it, but it's nice. It's nice. It's one of those seasoning and it's powdered.
All right.
Very nice.
All right. Now, pounded yam and egusi soup is not something you actually take in the morning. I'm not used to taking this. Usually, where I am from, I stay in Banana Island. So in Banana Island in the morning we have, cereal, American breakfast, sausage,
your coffee,
with
a slice of bread.
That bread, but not finish it. You finish it, you leave Banana Island.
That's why I told you we are home. We are home this time around. So we are home with light swallow.
Okay, light swallow.
This is very light. So
what makes it light?
It's light in the sense that you can't compare it with the one of Gary. So you are taking Gary off.
But are you saying that pounded yam or poundo yam is lighter than Gary?
Yes, of course, it's lighter. Yes. It's lighter than Gary.
All right. Yes. Okay, no problem. All right. Yes. Let us look at some of the ingredients on the screen right now. Okay. If you're joining us, you're home, and you just want to know these ingredients, or you want to cook with us while we're doing it, right?
Yes.
These are the ingredients on your screen. Please take a screenshot, write them down, or you can even just go back on YouTube and then watch the video again, and then just write it again. Yes. So what's the first step now? What's the first step when we're doing this?
All I'm going to do now is to place my pepper on the fire. Then once I place my pepper on the fire, while it's cooking, I go along with my egusi.
All right.
Then my palm oil. Then I add my seasoning, my crayfish, locust beans, and all right.
All right. Then, I also realized that, I just remembered something here. Have you noticed that most parties, most events, especially those Yoruba weddings, there is no one where you would have jollof rice, you will not have, or you don't have pounded yam.
No, it's very rare.
Pounded yam is very important.
Very.
Pounded yam has a way of...
Like my upcoming event now, it's all swallow.
Wow.
I'm going with all swallow. When you talk about amala on point.
Okay, let's mention the swallows that we have in this world, in Nigeria now. We have amala. Yes.
We have
pounded yam. Yeah, we have semo.
We have
have fufu.
Yeah, we have wheat.
We have wheat,
yes. We have wheat.
Which other one again do we have? Do we call eko swallow? Is it eko swallow?
No,
we can't really, because some people use eko to use.
No. Yes, it's not swallow.
Okay, yeah. What else do we have? What else? Which other one again?
Yes.
Because I'm just thinking, which other swallow? Because I know some other swallows that if I start to mention, I don't know if you would know them.
Like?
Okay, let me give you this one. Do you know what they call?
Will you mention tuwo?
No, not tuwo. Do you know what they call? Bekwe.
It actually sounds strange.
It sounds strange. What about Kambi? Kambi.
Is that song from Ghana or what?
Oh, God. Okay, what about this one? This one is popular. This is about, you know this one. If you don't know this one, then you're not a chef.
Okay.
If you don't know this one, you're not a chef.
What's that?
Taka. You know taka?
I don't know.
I cook when cooking is anyway, guys, you know what we'll probably just do right now? Okay. Let's just start cooking and then enjoy some great music, and then we'll come back. We'll see how far you've gone.
That's great.
How many minutes will it take you to make this meal?
I guess 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
Yeah.
Wow. All right now. Let's see. Okay. Guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Let's enjoy music on the other side, all right? Be back.
Okay, do we know what?
Yeah. So what's the first scene?
Okay, Edgar, you don't want to talk. All All right, I'm about to start my singing career. And we are a group. Let's give this our group a name. One name will fit us. Let's just take a look at this on this camera here. Let's pose first. So what do you think, guys? Give us a group name. Lamba Master. Yeah. Give us a group name.
What's her name? Runna B.
Yes.
You'll be Wanna B. Runna B and Wanna B. All right, can we try that?
Talk Sago, carry something.
Runna B, yes? Wanna B. Okay. No, love it. I love it.
YSK, I will carry that spoon, knock that down for head for me. Of course, Runna B is in the house. It's great to have you. Welcome.
Thank you.
You look lovely, by the way. What inspires your style? The style of dressing. What's in your mind when you want to style yourself, for a performance like you are now?
I would say I want to look confident.
Okay.
I love black.
You love black?
Yes,
okay.
Black is like my go-to color. It makes me feel confident.
Okay.
And yeah, it looks good on me.
It does.
What inspires me? I would say Tomb Raider. Yeah.
Lara Croft. I like that.
Yeah.
You're performing, of all the songs to perform, so I had to tackle that when we started. Bobrisky.
Yes,
really?
yes.
Why Bobrisky?
I mean, he's a risk taker.
Okay.
Yeah, so the song is like no risk, no reward.
Okay.
It's a very risky song. It's about, risky in love, being in a risky situation with, I don't know, a risky love situation. So
are you in love at the moment?
Yeah, I'm in love with myself.
No. Do you love somebody else?
I would say, yeah, I love
that guy calls me wannabe. He's wherever he will be. That guy, do you like him? See, yeah. So he has this series where he talks about girls and what they want to do. So look at him now, yeah. Look at him now. You see him now, yeah. Would you date this guy? That guy? Would you date him?
That guy.
No, let's zoom. He's too far. Let's zoom closer to him. Let's zoom closer. Oh God, take off the car. Let me see your face. Where? Will you date that guy?
Yeah, his style is nice. I like his swag.
Hi.
Because you're on TV, yeah. So if this guy came to you now and wanted to give you scope, look at him. Will you date him?
Yeah, and he sounds nice. He has a nice
Thank
voice.
you. Guess what? Yeah, I would actually date you too. I would date you. As a matter of fact, I would probably wife you as well.
Okay.
You get. And then I would give you out of this. I would prepare food for you. I would cook for you. Nice. I would sing for you.
Okay. So don't do.
I would make sure you're happy.
Sing Very Dark Man now. Once she's done with Bobrisky. Oh yeah, I'll take it away.
Thank you.
Risky. Why you know now? Give me slow now. Give me like a light and your time make me take the night. She risky, but girl I fierce. You a look so nice like flower in a vase. You're risky, your body say you miss me. Anytime you call me, you know, tell me say you trace me. Baby, anytime you know me, check. Tell me you know if you call me vex. Time and no money, me not forex. And I know better when me time and I correct. Oh, your cardio caress me. Know you say you're risky. You're zesty, telling me you're bestie. You're risky, tell me say you miss me. You're bob like risky. Cardio caress me. Know you say you're risky. You're zesty, telling me you're bestie. Your money man with me. You're no bob or you're risky. Me love eye coming, no me love drink. Me love cloud when you come in on me scene. Me love dark but when we go and sing. Yeah, same when we go and sing. Say me love a tapa, me love a come down. You want like a it say you a tapa me chat. Baby me a walk and when you call me sit down. You're risky, without feeling it. Risky. Just my right jump and you frisk me. Baby, yeah, she like you miss me. Give me the chance and me bear you say you want more. Baby, anytime you know me check. Tell me you know if you call me vex. Time and no money, me not forex. And I know better when me time and I correct. Oh, your cardio caress me. Know you say you're risky. You're zesty, telling me you're bestie. You're risky, tell me say you miss me. You're boss like risky. Cardio caress me. Know you say you're risky. You're zesty, telling me you're bestie. Your money man with me. You're no bomb for your risk. Oh, your cardio caress me. Know you say you're risky. You're zesty. Come with me. Your money man with me.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw ether material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Argentina, champions of the world!
Level 2, electrified fence. Space is terrifying. Let's get out of here.
Hey Nick fam! Remember, Nick on TVC is your one-stop for engaging children's shows like El Tigre, Paw Patrol, SpongeBob SquarePants, Kung Fu Panda, and lots more to keep the kids glued to their screens. Catch us on Mondays to Fridays at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. right here on TVC.
Entertainment is an opportunity to share. Entertainment is an opportunity to create conversation. As an actor, I have the opportunity to portray different kinds of people, and these different kinds of people represent different people in different ways, represent a part of us in different ways, and it just helps us see the world in a different light. It gives joy, it gives happiness, it gives sadness sometimes, because sometimes we have to look at the realities of the world, and I think entertainment just shows the world as it is.
All right. Good morning and welcome. This is The Beautiful Game. There's quite a lot that we're going to be talking about this morning, but let me start with the CAF Chan competition, where the Confederation of African Football has nominated 75 officials for the African Nations Championship. But this is where it gets interesting. Excluded Nigerian referees, despite the country's recent improvement. Well, some people call it improvements. Now, despite that improvement at national and international levels. Now, the Chan tournament, as you know, is reserved for players active in domestic leagues and is scheduled to be co-hosted by Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda. Now, that short list comprises 26 referees, 26 assistant referees, 18 video match officials. That's, of course, VAR and all of that. We don't even have VAR in Nigeria. There's no stadium that has VAR in Nigeria, so that one's even out. We can't even go for VAR. And then 5 instructors selected from across the continent. Morocco leads with the highest number of reps. There are 7 officials from Morocco covering all officiating categories. Edgar is here with me on this one, and I'm pissed with a lot about this particular one. Edgar, we were supposed to be the giant of Africa in a number of things, and then when it comes to also football, of course, we're there. With African Championships, Nigeria has what? We have 3. There's Ghana with 4. There's Egypt with 5. But we're up there when it comes to how we perform in football. But when it comes to officiating, that's where there's a problem. Now, due to the nature of our league, it's been a long time coming. Either influence from the chairman, either influence from government, either influence from the fans, but we have some of the worst referees out there. When I mean the worst referees, because there is a lot when it comes to their decisions being, match fixings and all of that, and then, that thing of win at home at all costs. It's not just the referees. So let me just say it's the whole ecosystem. surrounding our football that contributes to our officials being so lowly rated. And it's terrible. It's not even getting better. CHAN is not even AFCON. No. It's not even the main AFCON. Now, the main AFCON will get all the other people that, that are involved. But you're talking about the local players. So you get the local players from the local leagues. You understand? You get to the Moroccan local league. You get to the Egyptian local league. You get to South African local league. You get to, the Nigerian local league. And then you get the local players. And you still don't have a Nigerian referee as part of this. What are your thoughts?
First of all, thank you for having me here. I think I would not say I'm pissed. I would say it's sickening. And it is just sad that that is our reality today. And I am not going to fight for the country and say, or be the patriots and say, oh, they need to get Nigerian referees and, Nigerians are Nigerians. But these things have happened in the past where we've had cases of match fixing and all the rest. And, so it's sad. It's sad. But my question is, who is to blame? The referees, the federation, who is to blame, really? Yeah, how do we fix this? How do we correct issues like this? What are the trainings? What are the things put in place?
You see, the starting
and also a case of greed.
The starting point is this. The starting point is government interference. First of all, let's get government interference out of football. It's going to be hard. That means that football has to be sustainable financially. At the moment, it's not financially viable for individuals or for the public sector to invest in it. But once we get government influence out of football, which is a fight that FIFA has been fighting for a very long time. Once we can get, you have a local league where almost all the clubs, apart from maybe one or two, are owned or run by government. I'm talking about the top tier, like the Nigerian Premier Football League, right? And you have majority of the clubs, 90% of the clubs, run by government. There's a problem. There's that win at home. So it's a whole ecosystem. It's not like they themselves, the referees, are incompetent on their own, but then they are susceptible to those outside pressures and all of that. So it's the whole system. Just telling us that as a country, we need to fix our football. Right. Now, still talking about our country and fixing our football, let's head over to probably the most successful national team that we have, the Super Falcons. As head coach Justin Madugu says, his team is mentally, psychologically, and tactically ready for the clash with the Copper Queens of Zambia. The 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations quarterfinal fixture will hold today at the Larbi Zaudi Stadium, Casablanca. Now, something about that, the Zambians are expected to give the Super Falcons a fight for their money. Now, there is, they have impressed, of course, at the group stage. Zambia, of course, they've scored more. Their captain, Barbara Banda, mad striker, and Rachel Kundananji, also, both of them, they've scored 3 goals apiece. Now, as a whole team, Nigeria, we've scored just 4 goals. Yeah, I think we've scored just 4 goals. And we're going up against probably one of the most potent attacks in the tournament. It's going to be hard on paper. We are most likely not going to qualify. But, you see, paper doesn't always translate to the pitch. But based on preparation and on paper, I don't think we're best ready for this game. But you never know how it goes. Edgar, your thoughts here. How do you think the Super Falcons will perform today as they go up against this Zambian national side?
All right, I think it is with matches like this that the coach should come give his comments. You shouldn't give your comments before a match like this, but after. That's the first thing. I watched the previous match, and I was just confused about the formation. I was confused about the gameplay. I was confused about the style. I can't really tell the function or the roles of the midfielders there. But again, just like you mentioned, and we have seen it over the years, football is not calculated on paper. It's not mathematics that you would say, just because this team or this country has been playing better for a while, they would, come out successful over this other team. So let's just see. Let's see how they play. Let's see the kind of players that we have, and then see the tactics. Let's see if he has a plan. If he's planning to defend for a while, or if he's going all out counter-attack. Let's just see. Hopefully, we still win that one.
All right. We'll get to see how all of that goes on, but let's move over to transfer stories, yeah? Now, Ademola Lookman is in the news as he has reportedly reached an agreement to join Inter Milan as the Serie A giants intensify efforts to capture his signature. Now, Inter have moved decisively in their pursuit of the Super Eagles star and are prepared to meet Atalanta with a firm proposal. Inter's offer remains fixed at 40 million euros. Now, Serie A champions Napoli say Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen. We'll get to Victor Osimhen, but let me just get Edgar's thoughts here. We're talking about Ademola Lookman, of course, one of Africa's best at all particular time and all of that. What do you think, yeah? Big move forward for him, moving from Atalanta to Inter Milan?
Yes, I think it's big. The only issue I have there is the transfer fee. And that's why I would always advise that players get, better PR. Because what hasn't this guy done in the past 2-3 years? With a player like Lookman, if he was playing for Man City or playing for, even the Chelsea, you're not buying Lookman for anything less than 18 million or even 19 million. But when you say 40 million for someone like Lookman, I don't know. I just feel it's low. It's too small for me. The guy is way, way, way more than that.
All right. Okay, let's move on to Victor Osimhen. When Napoli are saying that Osimhen will only leave the club for the quoted fee of 75 million euros. Now, his release clause expires in the coming days, and interested clubs are hoping that Napoli would lower the player's price tag. Osimhen has since fallen out with Napoli's hierarchy and is looking forward to leaving the club permanently this summer. A lot has been said about Victor Osimhen and, where he's going to move to. Galatasaray are looking like the only club. But you see, there's been that talk about the very big clubs, the Chelseas, the Manchester United, the Liverpools, the Real Madrid. They're expecting that they should come. There remains that question, is Victor Osimhen as good as we really think he is? I'm not saying he's not good. I'm just saying there's a question that we need to look at. Or is interest in him that low from the very big clubs because of maybe his character? Or is it his salary, his financial, what he's asking for? It's one of these things. But the point is that the clubs that we expect to go for Victor Osimhen are not going for him. And as it stands, the best option he has, apart from going to Saudi Arabia, where Al Hilal, of course, put in a record offer for him and said they were going to pay, and they're going to pay him so much money, but he's saying that he wants to stay in Europe. And it seems like he has to just stay in Galatasaray. Yeah, go.
Yes, I totally believe that Osimhen would dominate 3 or 4 of the big clubs in Premier League if he was to come to Premier League. He would definitely play over Nunes. He would play over Arsenal's striker. That is, even if they have a striker. He would play over...
Would you... Let's say, now, Arsenal are going for Victor Gyökeres, right?
Yes.
Victor Gyökeres versus Osimhen. Who do you think is a better striker?
I would say that Victor Osimhen is a better striker. He has proven himself in different leagues. Victor.
Who's better?
Victor.
Okay.
Victor Osimhen is
both
better
of them
than
are Victor.
Gyökeres.
Both of them are Victor.
Osimhen.
Osimhen. Is a better striker than Gyökeres?
Yes, I think he's better striker than Gyökeres. He has proven himself in different leagues.
Okay.
He is also
so he's more experienced.
More experienced.
That's why you pick an Osimhen over Gyökeres.
Yes, and again, Arsenal needs, for Arsenal, they need someone who is ruthless and ready to raise that team, and that is what Osimhen would bring. He's like the Drogba of his own time. Do you get what I'm saying?
But
so I
is
think
he
do
as
that.
clinical when it comes to conversion rate? Is he as clinical as Victor Gyökeres?
Gyökeres has been playing in...
Now, it's a question that remains to be answered because Gyökeres, like you said, even though he has played in England, he had been there for Coventry, I think Brighton or so. But the point is that by that time, he was still coming up. He has only proven himself in the Portuguese league. Now, but the standard of the Portuguese league, Osimhen has proven himself in the Italian league, even though it was just one major season where he had that point. But the biggest league he has played is in the Italian league. So, I'm forced to say yes. When it comes to experience, Osimhen has proven himself more. But when it comes to numbers at the moment...
Do you know how difficult it is to score in the Italian league?
Nah, it's not that difficult. They happen. But you see, well...
You think most of the clubs in the Italian league are trained defensively?
Let me put it out there, yeah? Victor Osimhen versus Victor Gyökeres, which Victor would you go for? All right? That's it. Thank you very much, Ega. That's it on the beautiful game. We'll take a time out now. Stay with us. When we get back, it's the second lap of the show coming right up.
Hey, my people, I greet you plenty.
My name is Nachika Okeke.
My name na Uwi Balogun.
My name is Damilola Banire. My name is Moyo Faraway Ahmed. If you also call me Moyo, listen.
And this na Abigail. And I dare on top of you, Pigeon.
I'm going to bring you bass, boost. I don't get person will be single mother before. He carry another man show, say, now my husband be this. Now what you want? After that day, the man you don't go see him again. If you snooze, you lose. If you miss this show, you miss out. On top top this our show, I not dey gree for anybody.
When you dey friend the husband, you not see sign say the guy smart, you don't vex, don't give sign for always.
If they look for person wey go give am to you, fact as it be.
Men no dey ever get fault. If baby not dey for her, na the woman.
Talk no dey be person, you make person no fit talk true inside. But for this country, we know say if we open curtain in the morning, waiting no good, no good.
Me and my sisters, hey, we go tanda gidigba for inside studio to give una all the latest information.
We no even take responsibility for the children. Leave the man.
And that's some poria.
The time has come to experience the power of faith, music, and praise. This is the Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m., tune in to catch the pulse-pounding beats and soul-stirring melodies that will elevate your faith and leave a lasting impact on your heart. The Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. exclusively on Max FM, where we count down the best 20 urban gospel hits from around the world. Get your praise on.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked, and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty, erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
It's been 1 hour so far of a beautiful Friday show on Wake Up Nigeria. One interesting hour that we've had. I hope you've had fun as much as I and Edgar and YSK and Rona B, Bob with Bobrisky have had this morning, yeah. It's been a wonderful show, yeah. Thank you for joining us. My name is Mike Mesikeno. And if you missed this 1 hour, then you've missed quite a lot. We'll see how much you can do to ensure that you enjoy these next 45 minutes on the show. Of course, Edgar is right there with Chef YSK. I'm looking forward to my pounded yam this morning, poundo. You know, so just the thing is that YSK knows I love his pounded yam. I just come and get pounded yam and ensure that I go to get it. Oh, YSK, what I buy, is it poundo or pounded yam? That particular, oh, no, that's fufu. Let me pounded yam, not fufu. Loi, akpu. Which name do you have for it? It's all the same thing. Or 7 to 7 or 6 to 6. That's what we call it. YSK, yeah. I see him now. Okay, Edgar, pounded yam versus fufu, which one?
Pounded yam.
Oh, Benny,
I don't eat fufu. I've never had fufu.
Oh wow.
I don't take fufu. Yes.
You don't know how they go now. You don't know how they go.
I don't take fufu, to be honest.
YSK, now fufu is supposed to bring come this morning. I don't know this poundo. But anyway, we're looking forward to the egusi and poundo that YSK has in store for us this morning. So hey, come on, it's going to be a wonderful show. Just chill, sit back, relax. We got 45 minutes for you to go. Let's get to show you what we have left on the show this morning. We've already had Runner B. Of course, she's performed Bobrisky. Like I said, maybe the next one is going to be Very Dark Man. Yeah, Very Dark Man. That's the next song that she'll perform. I'm looking forward to that performance. No, it's not Softly. It's Very Dark Man. You cannot use Bobrisky as a first title. The second title has to be BGM. All right, but yeah, she'll be here with Softly a little bit later on the show. And of course, we also have a fashion showcase. We planned that, but it's not going to be here. But don't worry, you know how we do on Wake Up. The fashion was going to be a little bit, some other shows. We'll have that for you. I have some other things on the show for you, so just chill, sit back, relax. We will be back after this time out. Good morning. The news once again on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Mike Mesikeno. President Bola Tinubu has renamed the University of Maiduguri as the Muhammadu Buhari University. Now, this was disclosed at an expanded Federal Executive Council meeting in honor of the former president who died last Sunday. TVC News State House correspondent Femi Akonde reports.
An unusual Federal Executive Council meeting held in the presidential villa. This one was solemn, with an outpouring of tributes for a man who once sat in council as President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. President Bola Tinubu used the paraphernalia of state to give his predecessor, friend and compatriot a national burial. Here in the council chamber, representatives from the family of former President Muhammadu Buhari listened to the odes and eulogies used to describe a man that dedicated more than half of his entire life to the service of the country.
His life was a rebuke to vice and a refuge for virtue. The purity of his private character gave radiance to the discipline and integrity of his public service.
Everyone agrees with President Bola Tinubu when he said the former president was not perfect, but honorable. President Buhari was described as a principled man whose loyalty to the country is not in doubt.
He was not flamboyant, far from it.
His voice was measured, his steps deliberate, his public demeanor austere.
He was devoted to family and steadfast in his Islamic faith. His humor and humility softened his disciplined exterior. Buhari's belief in the brevity of life and the certainty of judgment.
President Muhammadu Buhari was a towering figure in Nigeria's national life, an embodiment of discipline, integrity, and unflinching dedication to the service of our country.
We pray for the peaceful repose of General Buhari's soul. May God grant his family the strength and comfort, and may the Almighty continue to bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
There were a few goodwill messages from some ministers, particularly those that served in former President Buhari's cabinet or worked closely with him. They say Muhammadu Buhari's integrity and discipline must remain a benchmark for future leadership.
The transition of General Buhari has brought us to such a historic moment. This is a time for reflection and for reigniting our hope for a greater tomorrow.
President Muhammadu Buhari served this country completely unblemished. Whether you choose to judge him harshly or kindly, the general consensus is that he embodied honesty and integrity in public office. His Excellency President Buhari understood a fundamental concept that leadership is also stewardship.
President Buhari is humble, is an understatement. He lived a life that resonates humility, sincerity, and clarity of purpose.
President Buhari's son Yusuf battled to hold back tears as he expressed gratitude to the president and the nation.
Extend our deepest gratitude to Mr. President, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, the Vice President, His Excellency Kashim Shettima, and his wife, Haji Anana Kashim, for your outstanding, pouring support received by the family from the time he took ill until he peacefully passed on.
The renaming of University of Maiduguri as Muhammadu Buhari University is just one out of many ways President Bola Tinubu is immortalizing a man who ruled the country twice. The event marks part of the federal government's series of tributes to commemorate the life and legacy of the late Muhammadu Buhari. Femi Akonde, TVC News, Abuja.
And that's the news. We'll take a time out now. Stay with us. There's still more to come on the show.
My daughter in the care of a governess. She is white. Mariana is well aware she can't be associated with those people.
When Mariana gets married, all of us will be in the hands of your future son-in-law.
Papa, I don't want an arranged marriage, and I don't want to be sent to you.
I want your son to keep away.
See you ahead. TVC News, first with breaking news.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Barkamu da warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of your view are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
That's why we introduce you 89.9 Yanga FM, the #1 urban pidgin radio station where they unite us all. From the award-winning breakfast show, Waiting Day, with your brother, your friend, Wale Po.
Everywhere. So, Bobo.
It a joke for this
This is not Cruise Express.
And this go be the best 4 hours of our life. Country people, make una join us.
Oh.
Now we be What's Up Naija crew. Now we they give you what they sup for inside we country.
Yes, so
keep it loud.
If God be your papa, why you not gonna make Yanga?
Come to a holla.
Now here we they settle all the matter.
Bro, we right here.
Nobody better than we, right?
I can always best be that. Make I just be the last sensible voice where you go hear.
Now we be 89.9 Yanga FM.
Albert Chinua Lumogu Achebe was born November 16, 1930 in Ogidi, Nigeria. He went to Government College in Umuahia, Nigeria. In 1948, Achebe won a scholarship to the University of Ibadan to study medicine, but after a year, he changed his major to writing. After graduation in 1953, he became a script writer for the Nigerian Broadcasting Service, NBS, eventually becoming the head programmer for the discussion series. In 1956, he visited London for the first time to take a training course with the BBC. On returning, he moved to Enugu and edited and produced stories for the NBS. Achebe was unhappy with books about Africa written by British authors such as Joseph Conrad and John Buchan because he felt the descriptions of African people were inaccurate and insulting. In his spare time, he worked on Things Fall Apart. The novel was published in 1958. The book won immediate international recognition and also became the basis for a play. His second book, No Longer at Ease, published in 1960, is set in the last decade before Nigeria achieved independence. In 1961, Chinua Achebe met and married Christiana Chinwe Okoli, and they eventually had 4 children. The third book in the African trilogy, Arrow of God, was published in 1964. Achebe published his 4th novel, A Man of the People, in 1966. The novel tells the story of the widespread corruption of Nigerian politicians and ends in a military coup. During the Biafra conflict, Achebe's house was bombed and his friend Christopher Okim was killed. Achebe and his family went into hiding in Biafra and then fled to Britain for the duration of the war. From 1972 to 1976, Achebe held a visiting professorship in African literature at the University of Massachusetts at Amherst. After that, he returned again to teach at the University of Nigeria. He became chair of the Association of Nigerian Writers and edited Uwandi Igbo, a journal of Igbo life and culture. Although he wrote many essays and kept involved with the writing community, Achebe did not write another book until 1988's Anthills of the Savannah. In 1990, Achebe was involved in a car crash in Nigeria, which damaged his spine so badly he was paralyzed from the waist down. Bard College in New York offered him a teaching job and the facilities to make that possible, and he taught there from 1991 to 2009. In 2009, Achebe became a professor of African Studies at Brown University. In 2012, he published the essay, There Was a Country, a personal history of Biafra. Achebe won the Man Booker International Prize for his life's work in 2007 and received more than 30 honorary doctorates. He remained critical of the corruption of Nigerian politicians, condemning those that stole or squandered the nation's oil reserves. In addition to his own literary success, he was a passionate and active supporter of African writers. However, Achebe died in Boston, Massachusetts on March 21, 2013 after a brief illness. He is credited with changing the face of world literature by presenting the effects of European colonization from the point of view of Africans. He specifically wrote in English a choice that received some criticism, but his intent was to speak to the whole world about the real problems that the influence of Western missionaries and colonialists created in Africa. His life was an inspiration and sentimental to Western culture, promoting customs and values about traditional African society.
And we are back in the kitchen. We are back in the kitchen. And again, it's my big guy, Chef YSK. How you doing?
I'm good, I'm good.
Yes, all right. We're done with the soup, yes? The
Almost
done with the soup. What is left?
I need to add my vegetable and my fried fish.
All right, just take a look at this.
Okay.
Take a look at this, guys.
All right.
Look at the egusi.
So there's a way I add my vegetable. I don't let it all go at once.
Okay, so you add a little.
Yes. I need some half done, you know.
And then you have the rest later on.
Yes.
Ah, nice. I think the part I'm really interested in is when you get to turn this part.
All right.
I want to see how you would do it. You know, I want to know if you're professional.
That is very easy. Yeah.
I want to know if you're professional.
You'll find out it's very easy.
All right, cool, guys. We're actually making here pounded yam, poundo yam, and egusi soup. I cannot wait for the poundo yam. But before we do that, let's enjoy some music. Now, we had Runo B give us some Bobrisky. It's time for her to give us some soft music titled Softly. All right? Runo B, the stage is yours. Let's enjoy music now. I want to dance. I want to, hey.
Zadi Ahmed, I'm an information security professional. I've always been looking for an insurance company that I can actually rely on to insure my devices and household equipment. I've been a customer.
The TVC News at 7 and the TVC News at 10 are not like any other news broadcast.
It's the big news hour, the hour for the big breaking stories.
We've got some of the best reporters on the field,
taking you through as it happens.
It's fast-paced, hard-hitting,
with investigations that matter.
bringing in news that affect your life.
With sport, entertainment, and business news, so you don't miss a thing.
Experience resourceful coverage with depth.
Every night.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the coordination of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked, and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move weigh in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty, erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government that will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyinbo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call permanent solutions.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crumbs of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe is achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Hey, my people, I greet you plenty. My name is Nachika Okeke. My name is Uwi Balogun.
My name is Damilola Banire.
My name is Moyo Faraway Ahmed. If you also call me Moyo, listen. And this na Abigail. And I dare on top of your view pigeon. I'm going to bring you bass, boost. I don't get person will be single mother before. He carry another man show, say, now my husband be this. This now what you want. After that day,
Petra? The itsy-bitsy spider went up the water spout. Amara, can you please turn that thing off? Down came the rain.
I've been offered conditional acceptance to Harvard, but it's conditional.
Bonjour, madame.
Bonjour, ma chérie.
Miss Queen, you're really too good for this place.
You can always give me a raise.
Bloody C in fucking French. Studying is clearly not working.
But you can't give up, so...
I'm saying there might be a better way to pass than studying. I'm asking you to help me! Get up!
But I stay not!
Are you crazy? Do you want to get kicked out of school?
I mean...
I just get the urge to decorate their backs with bankere.
If you ever get tired of this teaching nonsense, just ask for the Brigadier General's number.
So this place doesn't bother you?
What did you say? Teach them a proper lesson.
We are looking for this lady.
Miss Goye! Miss Smith!
Who is there?
It can't just be a coincidence, bro. What if something is actually happening? What if we're next? He whose blood is of the tree is born of the tree.
Attention, Sterling Academy. All students are to return to their...
All right, now the trailer you just saw is one from Miss Coin, a brilliant movie, horror Nigerian movie that you should watch right there. But we have one of the actors in that movie. Now, Nollywood's finest, we have Dumola Adedoyin. He's an actor, he's a filmmaker, he's the CEO of Yin Media. He's also known for his screen presence, his depth, his creative range. you know, he's a fire boy. How you doing?
Oh, thank God, I'm very good.
Super happy to have you in the studio with us. I try.
Yeah,
I try.
Man. We'll keep it moving. Yeah,
you just keep it moving. Keep it moving. Now, looking at that trailer there, it is a Coin origin. One of the Miss Coin stories.
Yes.
And you play the character teacher in the school.
Yeah,
yes? Mustafa.
Yeah.
How was that like?
It was fun. It was very interesting. I played Northerner and had to brush up on my Hausa. I mean, it's not like my Hausa was great before, but you know, I had a little bit, but I had to brush up on it for the role. Lafayette, look.
I can hear it. I can hear it. All right, now let's go back a little to your secondary school. I mean, Miss Coin or the Coin story is a secondary school, you know, story about a lady who probably got missing and started to do terrible things.
Yes.
Did you ever have any story like that growing up where, you know, there was one horror story in your secondary school that you like to share?
Well, just of weird animals in the bush, you know. Bush baby and all these kind of things that, you know, just scared the hell out of everybody. But, of course, we all heard the Koi story and all that, but we didn't really take it that seriously in my school.
Oh, wow.
But it was more of like animals in the bush.
Animals in the bush.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, in my secondary school, we did not have any bush.
Yeah.
You know, so it was
there
a
was
proper
bush,
tool.
There was bush.
And you had
Funny enough, that was shot in my secondary school.
Oh, wow.
That was shot in the place where my secondary school is. So we went there to film.
What's the name of the secondary school, by the way?
Adesoye College.
Oh, lovely.
In Ofa.
Lovely.
Ofa Kwara.
If you see, that's why they say never judge a book by its cover. If I was going to tell the kind of secondary school, you look at all these Corona, Palma, all this, you know, King's College.
No. I went to Adesoye College.
All right, awesome.
Secondary school.
Now, let's talk about acting.
Yeah.
All right. Sometimes you have good directing, bad scripts. You have good movie, bad publicity. Which of these different arms of movies or movie production would you say is the most important? Would you say it is the script, the directing, the marketing? I know they're all important, but based on your experience, which of them would you say is the most important?
If there are filmmakers watching now, which camera should I look at if I want to talk directly at them?
You can talk to them.
This one, ba?
Yeah, this one.
If your money doesn't cover marketing, make sure the story and production are so good that even if you go broke and you get stuck there, you have a masterwork in your hand. That's a higher priority. The push is important. I know the push is important. The push these days is almost as if the push is more important, but you have to make a great film first.
I feel the word great is relative. All right, what makes a great film? Because when we speak to experienced actors and producers, sometimes they just tell you, make a good film. If you have a good story, if you have a good film, you are good to go. What makes a film great?
Okay, let me be fair. One man's great is another man's
good.
Not bad.
Not bad.
It's all right. So
now the question is for you.
You just have to do your best.
Yes, I don't want to make it. I don't want you to make it sound political. All right, when you say do your best,
everybody just has to do their best. But there's such a thing that we can all universally agree that is above average. Yes.
All right.
There's such a thing as, but at least the film was beautiful, Sha. But at least the story was good, Sha. You know, there's something to say. But there are some things that are universally amazing to all of us. And when it happens like that, I mean, I'm not saying this because I mean it, but when Breath of Life happened like that, it was unanimous. Everybody loved so many things about it. So that is an example of how you can be great, is to just unanimously kill it, and something that a wide population of film watchers agree that, okay, this is a great work.
Now
you almost know you're going to do it. You just have to try your best.
Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now you've been in quite a lot of movies, and you have written, directed. I mean, you've produced as well. I just want to know, from your point of view, what is the best Nigerian film that you have seen, and what is the worst?
The worst.
It's here. It's here. I know you're about to say.
No. I don't even have a worst. This is a very difficult thing. Even best is difficult, not to talk of worst. Not to talk of the trouble.
The reason why I'm asking is you're a producer, like, you know these things. I mean, you see movies that
I know, but I mean, I can't really point out the worst to you.
Okay, tell me the film the best that you've seen in Nigeria, that you would say, if you had a friend who was based in the US come to Nigeria, or someone who wanted to just know more about Nigerian movies, and you're like,
Yeah.
okay, this is the Nigerian film to watch, and that you would say this is the best Nigerian film to represent Nigeria in a competition?
Only one?
No, just one film.
Okay, Breath of Life.
Breath of Life. Wow.
Yes.
All right. And if there is one film, you'll probably say, you know what, I don't want anybody to see this film. Please keep this film away from anybody right now. Nobody should see this as a Nigerian film. What would it be?
That I've been in.
No, well, okay, let's do that. Let's do that you've been in.
No. Everything I've been in is above average.
Okay, I totally agree. and the ones you've not been in, anyone?
That I would say don't watch?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I've seen a few YouTube movies that are not really that great. Well, I can't even remember their names. But I would say, careful with them. Careful. Just be careful, you know, when it comes to quality, when it comes to scrutiny and all that, especially when you're paying for it, you know.
All right. There's been an increase in this drive of movie producers right now leaving streaming platforms like Netflix and the rest, and they're just going straight to YouTube. A lot of movie producers are creating movies for YouTube now.
Yes.
What's your take on that? Is that killing the Nigerian idea of a good film? Because sometimes when you watch these movies, they just, you know, spend 2-3 days, make like a movie, spend 2-3 days, make another one. Is it killing the movie idea in Nigeria?
Well,
or is it making it better?
Yeah, well, effort. Effort is a big thing. As long as people are trying, as long as people are churning out these movies, it's almost inevitable that they get better if the market responds properly. If people start paying their YouTube subscriptions properly and start watching certain films, then the market opens up for you to do more quality stuff. It's almost like a new market right now.
Yeah,
so it makes sense that right now quality will be a little bit funny.
Okay.
It was even like that for a while, even with Nigerian cinema. Before we started getting good Nollywood films, most of everything that came out was wish-wash. So it's inevitable that it will get better. And, you know, I don't like this idea that the new thing is like a threat.
Okay.
We should just all align with the inevitable, you know, AI, YouTube, all this stuff. You can't beat progress. You can't,
True.
you know, you can't stop progress.
All right, let's talk about A War. All right.
War.
Yes, that's another interesting film right there.
Yes.
Tell me about that one. Tell me about what your character was doing did in the movie.
Well, my character was kind of a kind of sacrificial lamb for love in a way. And someone that, you know, what you know, Mr. Ekene is trying to do with the film is talk about tradition.
Yeah.
You know, talk about tradition, talk about what is more important between tradition and love, you know, between duty, sacrifice, and, you know, personal gain. And, you know, for all the traditions that are good and all the traditions that are bad, which ones should we take with us and which ones should we leave behind? Heavy things like that, wrapped in, disguised as a love story.
Okay.
A very, very sweet, very beautiful love story.
All right, now speaking of traditions, if there is, I mean, the couple of traditions, interesting traditions that we have in Nigeria today, but if there is one tradition in your culture that you think that should be scrapped, what would that tradition be?
I'm not really sure, you know, I'm not really sure there are any traditions from the place I'm from.
But what about general in Nigeria?
In general, a lot of the stuff around maybe child marriage, you know, FGM.
Let me tell you one
that
happens in where I am. So I'm from Edo State. So let me tell you one funny tradition that we have, or it's part of the culture. It's actually an AWOR in my place. So you are not allowed to pick snails from the floor. It is a taboo.
To pick snails from the floor.
When you see snails growing on the floor, you are not allowed to pick snails.
Are they sacred in some way?
Yes, some way.
Are they worshipped?
I don't know, but I think so.
So, I mean, each to his own, but
yeah. Have you ever heard anything as weird as that before?
I don't think so in Nigerian culture.
Yes, have you ever heard anything like that?
No, I haven't heard that one before, that you should not pick snail from the floor.
Yeah, where I'm from, you don't pick snails from the floor.
Wow.
Yes, you can pick them from like the tree.
So they don't breed them and eat them where you are from?
I don't know. I'll probably ask my parents. I would ask my parents about that one.
Because that would be some nice, that'd be missing a lot.
True. You know what we're gonna do right now? Let's have some, some fun, I call this a game now. Just check the acting, all right? I like to always check actors and check the acting. So what we're gonna do is...
I don't act in real life.
You don't act in real life? This isn't real life. You think this is real life? This isn't real life.
This is real life,
No, it's not. It's not real. I'm not here. You guys can't see me. All right, what we're just gonna do is, I'll probably just give you I'll just tell you a scenario. And then you're just meant to reenact and just act whatever you would probably do.
Oh my God.
All right? Are you ready?
I'm on the spot already. I feel on the spot. Okay.
Now, this is the scenario, okay? We're also going to be using a wall as part of it, okay?
Okay.
Now, you don't eat snails, all right?
I do, actually.
No, it's not real life. Like we said, it's not real life.
Right.
Remember, we're acting.
Good.
Okay?
You're giving me my character notes now.
Yes.
I don't eat snails.
You don't eat snails. Yes, you enter a restaurant and then you have paid, you're so hungry, you've paid for the meal, but for some reason you have swallowed the snail already. And I am the guy beside you who is also eating by your side, and I just inform you that what you just finished eating is snail. All right? How do you react to that? All right? Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. So we're having lunch. All right, we're having lunch. So let's just imagine like the food is. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you right now that you just finished eating snails. All right.
Right.
Guys, this is great acting. First time you haven't. Is that how you eat with your left hand? Oh, okay.
Yes. That's
okay.
I'm a lefty.
Oh,
I'm a southpaw. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Let's go. All right. So lights, camera, action. By the way, do you know that you just had snails? Are you okay? Yeah, I swallowed this. I already said you swallowed this.
I thought we finished the scene, Seth.
We have finished the scene. But that's good. Okay, final one. All right.
Yes.
I'll just tell you to say "Wake Up Nigeria" with different expressions and emotions. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So you're going to be saying "This is Wake Up Nigeria" with different emotions. Are you ready?
Let's
All right.
go.
So the first one is happy. No, hold on. I need to close up here exactly. So the first one is happy.
This is Wake Up Nigeria.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Sad.
Now, what for this Wake Up Nigeria, Sha?
Tired.
Wake up.
Confused.
What be this? Which one be Wake Up Nigeria again?
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much for that one. Thank you for giving us some tips, showing us little acting here and there.
Let's go.
We have something for you in the kitchen, actually. We can't just bring you here, give us these tips, teach us about a little acting, tell us a story, and then not give you food. Who are we?
Yes.
Exactly, and we have something in the kitchen,
food.
all right? So please, let's go to the kitchen together and see what we have in the
now?
chef. Yeah, right now. Let's go.
Shapes and sizes. And catching these criminals is not an easy task. You have to learn everything there is to know about them.
The man off the moment.
And even then, it's not enough.
Today is a somber day. Not just for my family,
hold on.
for the entirety of the nation.
There's two agents. There they come. Boys. I would like you to meet Major
Bishop.
Bishop, yes. They're from the Interpol. He really went all the way out.
Ever heard the name Joseph Idalo?
Hey! I need a phone!
Yes, sir.
There's a situation in Nigeria I have to take care of personally. Keep things in order.
Stack it up. Out of your 5.
Good evening, Mr. Shima. Or should I say, Miss Ajala?
What?
This is Mr. Leo.
You're George and the executioner. In our ward, there must be law and order.
You must understand, my dear. The world you live in now is different.
It's gonna be a great night.
It's a war you can't win.
It's quite inspiring.
Can any of you tell me what the fuck just...
All right. Pardon us for that, but it's Sin First Kill. I like that. We previewed him. He was unable to make it, but he still managed to make it at the end. Please put your hands together. It's Nollywood's bad boy, Nigeria's bad boy. I still the bad boy. So. What? Okay, so how is that?
We have sons that look up to us.
Okay, now so what? How do we? Because it was always cool and easy to say, "Oh, Jimmy, the bad boy," and all of it. Yeah. You know, it's always easy to find a villain. Absolutely. But now, what do we do now? How do we hail you in? How do we call you in? How do we herald you now?
Well, CEO bad boy, my brother. So you have to keep transiting, the metamorphosis keep going.
Okay, so now it's CEO bad boy. Okay, all right.
Taking it to the corporate world.
To the corporate world. Yeah. CEO bad boy in the house.
Then you can HR bad boy. HR bad boy.
That's my cousin right there.
I didn't even say anything, guys.
The family meeting yet.
Brother, cousin.
Yes.
You have been demoted a little bit.
No, I'm not. It's family.
Yeah,
family.
It's still family.
It's still family.
Okay, but let's talk about Sin very fast here. What's Sin about?
As always, I don't like I don't like making slapstick films. People walking and whatever, activate whatever dopamine that'll make you feel good when you come out of the theater. I create films that shift paradigms and force conversation. Force people at the helm of affairs to look at our life and the kind of leadership that we appointed them to offices to foster. So seeing again, in tradition of every movie I make, I want people to sit down, walk out of the theater and begin to question their lifestyle, begin to question the paradigm of, every shift in life. Is it really as it appears, or there's something ominous about life that they are yet to, experience? This is the underground life that we experience every day. The drug epidemic that's staring us in the face is no more a hub country like a transit country where we come to and then catch drug dealers or mules that want to take it out to the West. It's happening now. The consumerism, the full barren span of drug business is here under our noses. We know the odd friend, relative, or a colleague that is an addict.
Yeah.
So we created Sin in that order to show that things has really shifted.
All right. Now, there's something I want to ask both of you. I know Edgar didn't mention this, but you're doing a cinema movie, cool. But there's something
it's not a cinema, it's an Amazon original.
Okay, Amazon original, wonderful. Because when I heard you say theater, so I was thinking, okay, Amazon, wonderful. Now that's the thing. And yours is on
cinema.
It's a cinema. But then Miss Coin is streaming,
today.
right? Okay.
It's coming out today.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, something I need to put out there, yeah. There's been that. They've tackled us.
Yeah. Sorry, it's not your brother. I'm just saying. I was just trying to correct him. He said my brother.
Okay,
sorry.
Don't interrupt me.
Sorry. Let me just stay with the show. Let me stay with the show.
But there's been that talk of most of the streaming platforms. Yeah, there was a time that there was a boom, and then producers, they made quite a lot of money. Things happened, and then it seemed like the streaming platforms, pulled out like, that the money's weren't utilized well. It was that an opportunity Nollywood missed?
No.
What can we do better next time if such an opportunity comes? What do you think about it? All that happened with the streaming issues that time that came up, that were out there about producers maybe using a little percentage of what was given to them to do a particular movie, and then the quality of the movie is not what the streamers wanted.
Well, I think knowledge is power, and the fact that you don't have the broad spectrum of what transpired economically has given people little ounces of knowledge, and they've gone out there to speak their turn without actually knowing the underlying fact of why some of these mega structures left. Amazon, at least, they are the ones that I deal exclusively with on a number of transactions. Amazon acquired MGM.
Okay.
And when they acquired MGM, business didn't go well as usual. One or two projects that they got involved in, mega projects, hundreds of millions of dollars, did not go well. It went underwater quickly. And in that regard, they had to, how do you say, narrow their operation. They had to shift the operation to a far more lean and narrow type. And the first thing they did was the African operation, of course, had to suffer.
But it was not, I say that it was not our fault. We didn't have anything to do.
I'm trying to tell you the broad, I mean, they're so big, they could have taken the losses, whatever it is that was happening. But I'm saying because of the economic factor of the acquisition they made, they bought it for well over 20 or 30 billion or something, something in that regard, and because of that, something had to take a hit. So the far less performing entity had to take a hit, and that was us.
That's all.
Okay. So, and again, we're underperforming because the projections around that time as well was that they're going to come in here. We're the biggest African market. Obviously, they'll be hitting millions in no time. They did not take into account our people. One subscription can mean hundreds of, like the whole extended family being under one. And so, we don't do that in our family. Yeah. Well, we're saying it as it is, my brother, So after a while, they found out that, that things, it wasn't business as usual. This is a very unlikely market that all the experts, all the projections didn't take into account the psyche and the type of people they are dealing with. So they fell short with a projection every time. And obviously, when decisions have to be made in the bigger corporation as to the entity that is not performing up to par,
we had to suffer. Okay. But that's one way. I wish we had more time. We would have had to talk about this. Maybe Jemai could make a promise some other time to come to be here and be with us. But thank you very much. Scene is out. We'll be looking forward to it.
So you guys are coming to the premiere today?
Jemai invited us. Who are we? Not to listen to Nollywood Bad Boy CEO.
CEO Bad Boy now. CEO Bad Boy.
Hey, guys, take it away.
All right. Thank you very much, guys, for coming on the show. We're super excited. The chef made poundo yam with egusi for you.
We'll get the CEO's on later.
Yeah, we'll get the CEO. We'll make something special.
I saw one plate.
We'll get
Don't worry. What is going on here?
Brother, I'm so full though. Oh, you can try it now.
I'm so full.
It's okay, no worry.
But
just how
guys, shift this thing, I beg you. Where is the for washing?
That's why they call him CEO Bad Boy.
I haven't had
Don't
breakfast.
tell me say I go chop.
But say that you come and eat now.
I will eat.
As a rule, I
will going to be recorded while we're eating.
They will record.
Because my balls are not for playing. But seriously, we're going to be recording.
Yes, now we want you to have a taste and then tell us.
I didn't take that point. Let me bow out gracefully. After this campaign, I'm not going to finish the interviews I had
to just slow you down.
But what do you think about it? Just tell me what you think.
The presentation, awesome.
Wonderful.
The man has an awesome aura as well, because that's important. People don't understand that part. The aura from the person. I will eat food from anybody, even if it's bad food, from someone with great aura.
Thank you.
Chef YSK, it's been a wonderful show. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to CEO Bad Boy. Thank you to Demola Adedoyin.
HR.
So you had it here first. HR and cousin.
HR Bad Boy.
HR Bad Boy. We will see you on Monday. Thank you very much. Bye.